Most gamblers quit before they make it big, before they hit it big. Just one more try, and then you'll hit the jackpot. That's how I think the mind of an addict works. Do not gamble. Do not gamble. That was a joke. That was a propaganda. Do not gamble, okay? But like in this movie, I'm not stuffing some stuff. But I feel like I was stuffing some stuff when I watched the film. And yeah, let's talk about Trainspotting. And the theme for this video is being addicted to addiction. Yeah. Let's get this one out first. The toilet scene. Like, it is one of the most disgusting scene I've ever watched in my life. It is so disgusting. First of all, it was the most disgusting toilet in the UK, I think. Like, it is so disgusting. Just imagine, like, no, don't imagine, because you'll throw up. It is that disgusting. Like, right after Renton shat, he realized that his pills went out of his ass, and then he just tried to grab the pill. Like, what? Just imagine that. Do not imagine. But for me, that just shows how far an addict will go just to get what he is addicted to. In this case, is the pill, and I'm going to talk about that later in the video. And I really like the fact that the movie shows like AC when Renton was inside the toilet, and for me it really shows that Renton is in a different world without his pills, and once he got his pills, everything just went back to normal. Like, I'm going to talk about that later in the video, so stay tuned. For me, this is the most fun part to talk about, because the reason why I call it the main course, because it is the meat of the film. And let's talk about it. The movie started with probably one of the best opening scene in cinema history. I don't know, but it was so good. Like, so basically Renton just mentions like the normal life that people usually go for, but nah, why choose life when you got heroin? Bro. Here's the thing, you can't spell heroin without spelling hero. Who doesn't want to be a hero, right? No, again, for legal purposes, do not try heroin. Like, it is bad for you. Do not try it. Do not get addicted to it. Just don't. So, Renton is addicted to heroin, but he wants to get off his addiction. So he collects like all of the basic necessities to quit. But one more thing before you quit. You need to take the one last hit. And that's just the way with addicts, man. Like, me myself, I'm an addict. I'm addicted to nicotine. Like, no, I'm lying to you. I'm not an addict. I'm not addicted to this. Like, I can quit anytime I want. But right after this one last puff, yeah, I can quit. But right after this one last puff, no, I swear, I can quit right after this one last puff. Yeah, like, that's just how it is with addiction, man. All you need is just one last puff, one last hit. And it's kind of the same with gambling as well. You're losing, but you know what? After this is going to be your one last roll, and you're gonna win after this. You're gonna hit the jackpot here. Like, I don't really understand gambling, but you'll win big after this one. And the baby scene, man, like, it is crazy when the camera pans slowly towards the baby, revealing the condition that the baby is in now. Like, oh my god, it is very traumatic. Like, I'd say it is more traumatic than the toilet scene. The toilet scene was disgusting, but this one is horrifying. Like, it is crazy. Like, the guilt you must have felt when you realize that an innocent being is being affected, and not just that, this is a child, someone with a lot of future ahead of them. Like, they are dead because of your doing, because of your addiction. The guilt that you must have felt, I just can't imagine that. Like, I'm privileged enough to not be in a position to relate to that. And how do you cope with that? It is by stuffing more stuff. So yeah, the mother asked Renton to like juice the juice. So after the juice is done, you know what? Renton has to take the hit first. For me, this scene really shows how selfish you can be when you are addicted. Like, even in this kind of circumstance, you are still prioritizing yourself. You still have to take that hit first. Yeah, the main takeaway from this scene is selfishness. Like, your action, your addiction can cause harm to other human being, and not just human being actually, but any other creature. And in this case, it's the baby. Maybe in other cases it can be other people. It can be your mother. It can be your spouse. It can be your I don't know. It can be your friends. Like, you become ruthless. You become harmful. You become like, you cannot control your anger when you are under the influence, and it can really affect those around you that are innocent. And when you are in this kind of position, like, you will not realize it only after it's too late. And that moment really haunted Renton. And you can really see it in this one scene when Renton went cold turkey. So he was hallucinating, right? And Renton saw the baby climb up the ceiling. And once the baby was right on top of him, the baby's head just rotated 180 degrees. Like, it is so terrifying. Like, it is so traumatic. Like, I hate that scene, but not in a bad way. I feel like that scene really contributes to this movie, how it affects Renton, and I'm pretty sure it is affecting you as well. I'm gonna yap in this part of the video, bro. Like, I don't care. I've heard a saying that say, when you smoke, right, it doesn't actually make you more happy or happier. It doesn't actually make you happier. It just makes you not unhappy. I've heard that quote like many times before. And that's the reason why you smoke. The reason why you smoke is not because you want to be happy, but when you are not smoking, you are unhappy. Let's just say that. I'm not an expert in this field, right? I don't know anything actually. Like, I'm just yapping, but here's what I want to say, right? When you're addicted, you are not only addicted to the object itself, but you are also addicted to the lifestyle that comes with it. And I'm gonna give you an example. Bro, do you know how many cool people I've met through smoking? When you are not smoking, it doesn't mean that you cannot experience the same thing. You can still meet new people. You can still meet not just new people, but amazing people as well. You can still have like a fantastic lifestyle. You can still have thrills in your life. And I imagine that is the same way with drugs and any other negative addiction as well. Like I said before, it is not just the object, but the lifestyle. And the lifestyle is heavily influenced by those people around you. And how do you escape from that? It is not easy. It is actually very hard. It is probably the hardest part. I don't know. And the same goes with the movie. Renton decided to choose life, but his friends managed to find him in London. And then his friend asked him to join their new operation, which is to sell heroin to somebody in London. And the peer pressure got to him. The peer pressure got the best of him. At the end of the movie, Renton turned his back on them and left them behind. So, right after leaving them, Renton decided to choose life. But the way he chose life is kind of the same with my previous point. It is always after this one last hit. So yeah, Renton decided to choose life like a long time ago, but then he decided to join the operation. He decided to turn his back on them, on his friends. Yeah, after that, he chose life. I don't know if he really chose life because I haven't watched the sequel. But yeah, Renton finally decided to choose life. So yeah, for me, the movie is not just about drugs or glamorizing drugs, because I've heard some people say that the movie is glamorizing drug use, but it's not about that. It's not about that. It is real. Drug use, drug abuse is really happening in some part of the world, and it is a big problem. And it's not to glamorize drug use or drug abuse. It is basically just to kind of show you a glimpse of the mind of an addict, that they are not just addicted to the drug itself. And let's be real, drug laws are everywhere, and people still manage to find a way to smuggle drugs, to use illegal drugs, because they are not only addicted to that, to the drug itself, but they are addicted to the lifestyle, to the people around them. And I think drug use sometimes are actually structural. And yeah, because of that, because drug use is heavily influenced by your lifestyle, and your lifestyle is heavily influenced by people around you. And yeah, that's for me what this movie is about. It's not to glamorize drugs, but anyway, great movie, like top notch, iconic.